quite a while, and
No worries.
thanks for joining. I'm
You bet.
getting
Thanks for
chewed
the
out
invite.
by. Yeah, thank you for joining. Thanks to Tori for getting you guys on.
Yep, for sure. You guys have a great night.
Yeah, you too.
See you guys.
Take it easy, guys.
Yeah, have a good night. Terry Coverman Wilson, I owe you an apology, man.
I'm just saying.
I missed you and Lewis Lee left, or did he get disconnected? I don't even know.
I didn't want to say anything, but that's all right. We're not going to go there, Just buy me some lunch when out in SEMA.
You guys were kind of joining in, so I was like, oh, you just got part of the podcast, like some of the hosts. I didn't mind that.
Well, listen, man. Let me tell you something. First of all, Mike, let me tell you, okay, what you're doing here is a beautiful thing, especially in the time that we're in right about now. And it's a wonderful thing because you get to see your friends and make new ones. And we got to thank you again. Like I said last year, it's cars and the people that bring this thing together. And the industry is just like they check when you go to SEMA, and I even put that in one of my videos. When you go to SEMA, I don't care what your political beliefs are. I don't care what racial tension, whatever. It's all taken out and replaced with love about the cars and the people, and it's a beautiful thing. And so I say to you, Mike, thank you for putting this together because you made a forum where people can actually sit and talk and chill, even on Car Show Nationals and this forum at the biggest forum. And again, I take my hat off to you, brother. And about you buying me lunch because you kind of skipped over me, forget about it.
Well, I told you, I just kept going on, and you and Lewis were joining in, and then I didn't realize that you guys didn't even go on.
It's all, like I said, I'm going to be kicking it with Ken. I know Arco. I'm getting my 56 up there. Keep my 56 safe, my 56 Bel Air. I see Vaughn out there. Me and Vaughn, we kicked it all the time in SEMA. So, it's all good, man. And I met some of the coolest people coming in and out. So, and Tori, I see him. He's muted, but he don't think I see him, but I see him. That's my butt.
Yeah, I got some people here that still got to come on yet.
That's all good. That's all good.
But I got Mike and Walter. I don't know if Walter's here, but Mike is in the background somewhere.
The whole thing is if people didn't show up, they missed out. But, I'm sure it's a reason. But I'm telling you, like the people that were here, they're in for something. See, there go Mike right there. Hey, what's up, Mike?
Here, I got to unmute him first. But, Mike Curtis was logging in and out, and I missed him like every time someone else was talking. Good. So we missed Mike Curtis. I wanted to have him on.
But like I said, you don't owe me anything, man, even though it'd be nice for you to buy me lunch. But that's all right. That's all right.
How you doing, Mike?
I'm not bad. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right.
You probably don't know Mike. Do you know Mike? Terry, do you know Mike?
No, what's up, man?
Tell him what show.
Okay. Sorry to cut you all off. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, tell us about yourself and tell us what you did or what you do.
Okay, so my name is Mike Porrazzo. Not nearly as famous as the rest of y'all, but I'm here. I worked for FantomWorks back in 2019. I went to one SEMA show. I had worked there for about 8 months. Then I stopped. And I've been doing other things in the background for the industry, but basically what I've been doing for the past time that I haven't been there is I've been actually doing like my version of Garage Squad, which is where I go to people's homes and I actually work on their classic cars at their house, because we have a big problem here where I live in Northern Virginia, where there's a lot of shops that are not very reputable, and what will happen is they'll take the deposit, take the car, and then nothing will ever get done with it. What I like doing is going to their house and working on the car, because then I'm not really on the hook for if anything happens to the car, because it's in the possession of the owner, as well as the fact that they get to see me working on the car, and they also get to see progress get done rather than dumping a deposit and then running off and nothing getting done.
Right.
I mean, not to bring the show into a negative point of view, but that's just what goes on where I live anyway. I can't speak. I know California and the Midwest is where a lot of the big builders are, and most of y'all live at. I specialize in wiring. That's my strong skill. I also do dabble in upholstery as well, but definitely a full-on mechanic for sure. I don't do body, I don't do paint, I don't do sheet metal. I leave that to the experts. In fact, my friend Walter, who I'm hoping comes on, and I'm gonna ream him if he doesn't, he's a sheet metal guy. And that's what he specialized in at FantomWorks, and now he has his own shop in Texas where he lives with his family and kids and such.
Where in Virginia are you near? Are you near Woodbridge?
I'm probably about 30 minutes away from Woodbridge.
That's where I got my 71 Chevelle that started this whole thing for me.
There you go.
That's where I got my 71 Chevelle. And I played football for Virginia State University back in the day for college.
Okay.
You didn't know that, did you, Mike? See, yeah.
You're a big guy. But I didn't know. That's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
I try to keep it secret. The trophies are over there, but we're not going to. Nah.
Bye, guys. Bye, Heidi, Arco.
Yeah, so I really appreciate you guys letting me come on. I mean, I hope that I can eventually get back into doing this full time, but right now I have another business that supports this, so I can still get out and work on cars for people like 2 or 3 days a week. So
nice. And are you going by a company name or making this into a company type business or?
I mean, I know what you're getting at. Do I have a social media page that people can find my work at? I go under the name Detroit Street Machines. The name kind of derives from me being originally from the Motor City. Street Machines, kind of like a 70s type of name for like a day 2 build, you know, like your raked up rear end with your American Racing Outlaws and stuff. Like that's kind of like the style I like. So, and then I just kind of like form that into a name. So.
What was it like working on FantomWorks?
Well, I know most people, most of the builders, like don't really dig Dan as like a big builder at SEMA because he really is as much of a dick as he seems on TV.
Oh, exclusive. Jeff will be saying like the Car Show National is that kind of exclusive, but
the truth is he really is as if it is on TV. I mean, if you've ever watched the show, the turnover is super quick. People don't stay too long, so.
Yeah. Well, he's probably demanding, but he probably is looking for good quality or top quality too, right? Kind of like a Boyd thing.
One can hope. One can hope. So,
yeah.
I mean, actually, my bestest friend in the whole world, who I would be talking to once or twice a week, he just left FantomWorks, and he was the guy who actually stuck there around the longest. He worked there for a whole 8 years. In fact, his name is David Gill. He was a body and paint man there.
Okay. Well, I've watched the show. I mean, I say they're still running a lot of the. I don't even know how many seasons have they done. I don't even know.
I think they've done about 10 or 11. I know whenever they were on Velocity, and then when Motor Trend bought the whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, when I went over.
I got like all of maybe like my my New Balance sneakers got about 3 minutes of airtime, and that my face was never actually on the show. But I mean, there's a lot of people that never make it on TV that still have talent. That's kind of the way I look at it. So
right. Well, there's a lot of talent out there, and not everyone gets on TV. But.
Exactly. Yeah, it's all about being at the right place in the right time. And when I got that job, it just happened to be one of those deals. So.
Yeah, and a lot of these guys, they'll just, I mean, they have a business, they're doing something, and they, all of a sudden, they're getting discovered by TV. I mean, some of these people aren't trying to be on TV. They do get on TV, if you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's not their
totally.
first goal to be on TV. Their first goal is to do work on cars.
Yeah,
So,
no, I'm really humbled and glad I was there to. I mean, like I said, most of the people from that show/shop I still talk to on a daily basis, and it just opened up a lot of doors for future things to come. In fact, the reason I'm on your podcast right now is because Tori DeBlasi, he almost bought a car from me, and for some strange reason, I have this, like, I don't know, superpower where I can talk to people for 4 hours on the phone and just know if we're gonna like click, and that was like what happened with me and Tori, and then he.
That happens with Tori with everyone. You get on the phone with Tori, that happened with Tori. Tori's just, there he is.
It's true. Every word is true.
Here he comes. He just comes out of nowhere.
It's true.
So, I drove. We had to drive home a couple hours. I think I talked to Tori the whole way home the other night.
That's how you shorten your travel time. Before you know, you're a few exits down the interstate. You're across the state line. A couple of state. I talk to Lou on the way down to Carfix all the time.
Yeah.
Tori, I'm a half hour away. I stop at the Denny's. I'll talk to you later.
Many times I call Tori, he's on the road, and he's like, all right, cool, I got a couple hours to kill.
Yeah, and you keep me awake a lot of those hours too, and I appreciate it. So
we got some Chick-fil-A in our future, bro, so don't worry.
I hope so. Sounds like a plan to me.
We have to peppermill date at SEMA, Terry. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, you always bring that up. You can tell everyone what happened, because so everyone knows what. I'll tell them. Yeah, I'll tell them. Mike left me out dry. Okay.
I did not. No, I didn't.
We're sitting at the peppermill, right?
Yeah.
And it looks like these ladies from a bowling league or something, and they sit right next to me. So next thing I know, we're talking, and all I feel is like a hand, like doing these numbers like this, all up on the pro and everything. Mike could have helped me out, but no, they're sitting up there laughing. I'm with like 6 or 7 guys sitting up there laughing, and but like I said, in my defense, he was the best looking out of that whole crew.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they were well in their 60s, but that's all right.
Oh man, we were laughing so hard we were almost crying. It was pretty funny.
Mike, I'll never forget. That stuff that I said earlier, forget it.
Yeah. Right. I can't believe you even just told the story. I mean,
these are my brothers now, so
Yeah.
It was a good time. See, that's fun that you can have at SEMA. That's SEMA fun.
It was funny and fun. I mean, there's Paul. Paul's joining in. Let me see if I can get your sound on, Paul. All right. I lost my co-host, Jeff Thisted. He had to go to bed. No, he had to pack. So he was leaving. I didn't tell him it was a 5-hour show. He thought it was 3. So I don't know if your sound's on or working. Well, now we see you got snow. Is that snow? Is that white? There he is.
There it is.
Is your sound working? Oh, now Walt shows up. Oh, we still don't have your sound. I have you unmuted, so you might have to unmute yourself, Paul.
How's that?
Good. Are you there?
How's it going?
Is this Walt?
This is Walt.
All right. I'm trying to get Paul on too here at the same time. Okay, Paul, is that you?
Okay.
Okay, Paul's on. Walt's on. We got a mixture of TV show people here. So, Mike,
How you guys doing?
Good. We just had Mike on. He worked at FantomWorks, and then Walt just joined, who was on FantomWorks also. But now Walt is turned the other way.
How's that?
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
We're good. So Walt's just joined us too at the same time. So they were just talking about FantomWorks. How long were you on FantomWorks, Walt?
I worked at FantomWorks for 3 years.
Okay.
They started the program, or they started filming for the show about 3 months after I got hired there.
Okay. Wow.
And so
that's cool.
I didn't know. I didn't know what I was walking into. It was all a big surprise. And at one point, they had some executives and a director come walking through the shop in the afternoon, and one of the guys working there goes, "Oh yeah, by the way, they're gonna film a TV show in here apparently."
Well, there you go. And then were you on? I don't know how many episodes you made. I don't know if people count. Do you guys count? Like I was on 10 episodes, or
I have a DVD collection that New Dominion Pictures gave me, and to be honest with you, I don't know how many episodes it is, and I've never watched anything past the first season.
Okay. Yeah, some people don't watch it at all. You know, they'll say, "Yeah, I never watched myself on TV."
It was weird sometimes, man, and a lot of the scenarios that were presented in the television show, it was stuff that was frustrating to go through in the first place, and Dan's kind of a difficult dude to deal with, so it got to a point where it was hard to watch the TV show. So I just let it ride and did my own thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's your specialty? And tell us. I know you have a shop.
Yeah, I'm in. So we were in Virginia because my wife was in the Navy, and that's how I ended up at FantomWorks. When her contract was up, we moved back to Texas, where I'm from, and we're in New Braunfels, Texas now, and we have a shop called Maddox Fabrication and Design, and I specifically specialize in custom fabrication, repair fabrication, but metal work.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're able to join us tonight. Mike was trying to get you on. But yeah, so what is your shop busy? You keep them busy down there?
We are busy. You know, it was a weird thing. I assumed that because of the whole COVID thing that things were going to slow down a little bit, but it really didn't. We have kind of a short waiting list right now. I think really the clientele that we deal with, they tend to have their finances in order anyway, so the whole COVID thing didn't really affect them, you know, so we've been just trucking along.
Right. Well, thanks for joining us. I got Paul joining too. He was on a TV show also. I don't know if you know Paul Jones, but
he don't even watch his own show, so he probably doesn't know me.
Yeah,
yeah, you probably don't watch it. Yeah, you're not watching TV. You're too busy in the shop, right?
Right.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Good meeting you, man.
Yeah, you too. Where are you guys at, Paul?
Well, I worked at Classic Car Studio in St. Louis, Missouri, and we had the TV show Speed is the New Black. And I no longer work at that.
Yeah, that show's badass.
Yeah, there you go.
Appreciate you guys watching that one.
That's quite an endorsement there.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it was just like you were saying, man. It was a lot of work, so the deadlines are just so unrealistic. But you know, it is cool to be seen on TV and what have you, and try to get the most benefit of all your hard work. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
This is what's so cool, bringing all these TV shows together. The people that have been on different shows. It's just kind of cool.
Well, you know, I've met a bunch of people at different events over the last few years, and everybody kind of has the same perception of it, is that they got into it to build cars. The TV show thing kind of changes the layout of how you deal with the customers and the projects, but it's still it's an interesting situation to be in. It's a lot of fun. You kind of enjoy the notoriety for a while.
Right.
Yep.
Well, now Paul's at a new place too. We just had a podcast with Paul. How long ago was that? You already had you had a grand opening party or something, right?
Well, it was an anniversary party.
Anniversary.
Been in business a year at that location, so But yeah, it was right before that party, and we spoke, and that was probably about a month ago now.
Yeah,
Time
losing
flies
track.
by. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
what's new with Bespoke Motors? I mean,
yeah.
you guys are.
Well, we got the European side of things. It's constantly busy, which is good. And then exotic cars and what have you. And they just mainly do maintenance and some major repairs and upgrades. But now we started the speed shop side about a month or so ago, and
Yeah.
man, we already have a waiting list. It's crazy. So
Yeah.
people found out that Matt and I from Classic Car Studio went there, and so our phone's been ringing like crazy. So we're very, very blessed and fortunate.
Yeah. That's I'm sitting there making this long list, and I got to the end. I'm like, holy crap! I forgot about Paul. He's not when you're dealing with like 40 people, and so I'm like, I had to put you at the end because I had already done time slots for everyone.
Man, that's the wrong answer. You should have just told me you were saving the best for last.
I'm honest. I'm just honest. That's all I'll say. Man, try running this one time. You got 10 people messaging you. You got people emailing you like, how do you get in again? I've been dealing with that all day.
Right. I can only imagine.
Yeah, and Kev Dog was going to maybe join, but I don't know if he is now. He was going to be on earlier, but then he might not be because he's doing a build. So then he might be on at the end. Who knows? But
well, it's good to be busy,
Yeah. I saw Mike Curtis popping in and out, and then I never got to talk to him.
Oh, wow.
So I wanted to talk to Mike Curtis. Missed him, and a couple people that I didn't have come on that were invited, and I thought they were going to be on, but they didn't make it. But it happens. It's when it's one person on a podcast, it's easy. But when you're trying 40 different people across the country, it makes it a little tricky.
Oh yeah, I don't know how you do it.
Just a lot of stress.
Yeah, I bet.
And I have good people like Tori, he goes, he hides and then he pops up here every once in a while. But he's helped me a lot. So it's good to have all these good people. We're missing. Oh, there's Tori. Look at that. Just on key. He's just waiting to come up. But it's great to have all these people on, and we're all going to miss SEMA. I miss saying hi to you like I do every year.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Walt, do you go to SEMA, Walt?
Do I go?
Yeah.
I've only been one time, man. I went in the height of the FantomWorks situation, and then have talked about going back a number of different times. There's a guy that I'm doing a couple of different builds with here in New Braunfels. He's got a thing going called Vintage Vendetta, and that's one of his big things is he wants to get a couple of builds out there. So he's been pushing that a lot recently, and so maybe next year we'll make it out there.
Yeah, it's I don't know how long ago you went, but it's gotten crazy, right, Paul? I mean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's got.
Every year it was bigger and better until this year, obviously, but.
Yeah, last year was just huge. Don't you think Vaughn's been around a long time? You think that one last year was one of the bigger ones, Vaughn?
Yeah, it was one of the better ones, and the dynamics have definitely changed because of social media and all the TV shows. It's gotten a lot better, and the younger generation is getting into it, and that's what I like, because if we don't train the young, our industry dies. So I really like the dynamics and where they're going with it.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about that is the year that I went, Vaughn is one of the people that I stopped and interacted with, and I'm sure he's not going to remember me, but I stopped to talk to him and watch him paint, and I bought one of his rings from him at his booth there. And that was one of the more memorable people that I had a conversation with that year. And there's a lot going on at that place, but it was really cool to meet him.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Good guy. Vaughn's a great guy. And he's just like all of us. We want the industry to keep going.
Yes.
Obviously, it's a big thing, and it's a big thing that Vaughn believes in. And me too. So we got to keep it moving, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The herd is thinning, man. I think that's why everybody's got so much business right now. That's why everybody's doing so well. There's less and
Right.
less skilled tradesmen out there that are doing this stuff. It
Right.
needs to
Yeah.
be passed down.
Exactly. And there's not an app for what either of us do. It's all hands on. It's all teaching a craft. So you can't click and go in our society.
Right.
Yeah, I
right.
agree with that.
Well, and then Joe Zoper would be. He did a podcast with me and Paul. We were on that podcast, and that's what we talked about: kids and
Right.
them going to school to do stuff, and thinking of different programs that some of these companies could do, and
Right.
different things like that to keep kids interested in engine building or working on
Yeah,
cars.
and that's the crazy thing is somebody years ago gave me the time of day to show me something, and it hooked me. And that's definitely what we got to do is give them the time. Don't just because they're into the style or look that you're not into. It's the time. You appreciate the work, you appreciate the craft, you appreciate the ambition. Because we can teach them the secrets, but we cannot teach them the drive. That has to be in them.
Right.
Well,
And a
think
lot.
about that before there were trade schools, that's what everybody did. There were apprentice
Yeah.
programs. That's how everybody
Absolutely.
learned. And you
Yeah.
can ask younger guys like Mike right here, where did he learn more from? Did he learn it from being in a technical program, or did he learn it from hands-on situations where he's working with
Yeah.
people who have experience?
Right.
And if you
Absolutely.
want me to
True.
chime in on that, I will.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
can.
I've actually never went to a trade school. I've never went to UTI. I never went to Lincoln Tech. I went to about 3 weeks of Nova Community College where they offered automotive, and I said, screw this. They're not teaching us
Yeah.
about old cars here and, points and dwell and, and rebuilding
Right.
curbs. And I said, screw this. And I found a shop in my area that was doing it, which was called Motorhead, and they only worked on British cars. And that's where I learned how to do that. And then I actually worked on a machine shop for about 2 years. And I'm actually kind of one of those guys that bounces a little bit, but only so I can know a little bit about everything.
That's smart. See, and that's good because it's a drive. The drive is what kept them going, and that's what's really cool. Kids nowadays, they want to be able to go to school and get the big job, and it doesn't work that way. You've got to get in there and learn from the bottom and work your way up. You got to be willing. I always tell the kids, you got to be willing to work 15 hours for no pay, and then you can have the passion. The pay will come, but if you're chasing the dollar, you might as well forget it and go work for somebody else. You'll always chase that dollar.
Yeah,
Right.
no doubt. And I've most certainly made more money doing side work than I ever did at my day job, which is just fine with me because I'm young and I can,
Right.
tolerate doing, 85, 90 hours a week. I mean, I was working today, and I was making clock watching to make sure I didn't miss this thing, So, but no, no school ever got me to where I am, and I'm certainly not nearly as far as any of you guys, but I mean, if I just keep on keeping on, I'm sure it'll come, so.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You get the right attitude. It's awesome.
Right.
It's all about passion.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. I did the same thing as you did. I went to college, and the week I was there was great. I walked out of class and said, this is not for me, and took off.
I remember that story. You told that at
Yeah.
SEMA. And then Ed Beard, the other artist we had on, his teacher
Yeah.
told him that they hated his art. His art was junk. And pretty much told him he'd never do anything.
Right.
And then 40 years later, still doing it.
Yep. Yeah. It just puts a fire underneath you to prove a point that your style or your craft is someone desirable by other people.
Right.
Yeah,
Sure.
I agree.
Well,
Yeah, don't let anybody ever kill your passion.
No,
Right.
no, never.
Yeah.
I got a lot of family that don't like me doing what I do. Tell you right now, you're gonna do a 5-hour podcast, So it's part of being media and doing all that fun stuff. I have fun doing it, there's no doubt about it.
And we definitely all appreciate that very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Definitely. Yeah.
Thanks for
What
always
else?
having us on.
What else is new,
Yeah.
Paul? Do you have any classics coming in? Some things that you're working on now, or what?
Yeah, we got some fabrication work coming in. We got some turbo plumbing to do and intercooler stuff and everything on I think it's a 96 Impala, which is kind of crazy, different, it's newer, but
Right.
supposed to be pretty wild. Obviously an LS engine.
Mhm.
Then we got a bunch of wiring jobs and a bunch of stuff like that. We got an Olds 442 that's going to be a completely back to original car coming in. We got to completely restore. So, and then plus we've been doing kind of crazy. We do just about everything, but we got a old church bus that we're switching over to a party bus for a company that is going to be using it for their promotions and stuff. And then we're also getting into we got a company called Deep Eddy Vodka, and they're wanting us to do all their trucks for their promotions and stuff. So we're doing just about everything. So it's pretty cool that the shop, they're doing exotics on the one side, and then they're doing the speed shop on the other, and fabrication. It's kind of cool because we see a bunch of different stuff. It's not the same thing every day.
Right. That makes it cool.
Yeah,
Plus, you can take out a few exotic cars for a couple rides. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. Yeah.
Got to test them.
I'll be honest with you. Hey, that's definitely appealing. I haven't even gone for a ride yet, but
Yeah.
Just listening to them fire up every morning to pull them out of the shop so we can get everything organized and stuff is pretty crazy being around it all. So.
There's a few that run around SEMA. I don't know if they're up at night. Man, I don't know. There's so many supercars out there. It's amazing. Because we have some here where I live. I'm in Minnesota, but you go there and all you hear is woo, 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 everywhere. It's like, dang.
Hey, Mike,
Yeah.
have you ever been to the Woodward Dream Cruise?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God! If you guys are car guys, you have got to make it there, man.
Yeah.
Like that's my hometown, and you got 23 miles of 4 lanes on both sides with American cars cruising. It's the Mecca. I'm serious.
I've heard all about it. I've heard
It's
all
not SEMA,
about it.
but it's the Mecca.
Yeah.
You got to check it out.
Have
It's
you,
definitely
any of
on
you
my
guys
bucket
been
list.
there? Any of you guys been there?
No,
No?
it's on my bucket list. So.
Yeah,
No.
Paul's in St. Louis. It's probably not too bad, not too far.
Yeah. Also, Autorama Detroit is also a real good show too.
Yeah. We trying to remember. He wasn't there, but one of the guys that we had on, he had a car at Autorama and stuff like that. So, and then COVID hit, and they had to shut everything down for the rest of the season. But,
That was my last show. Detroit was my last show. When I got back, COVID hit, and then the bookings started canceling from then on.
Yeah, that's been just
Yeah.
Well, are you still keeping busy, Vaughn? You're still doing
Oh,
all your
yeah.
art?
Yeah. It's been great on catching up on things for people, and we do silk screen printing on clothing, so we get to catch up on everybody's stuff and get all their merchandise out for them. So it's been nice.
Right, that's right. So there's still people doing all that stuff.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Still, everybody's keeping busy because now they get to catch up, and it's just a trickle effect all the way down. So it makes it nice.
Right. You like that car on the wall there, Paul? You see that?
Yeah, it's awesome. Sure do.
Yeah, I told Jeff about it, and he was like, "No way," So then Vaughn had to show him the next time he was on.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's in my living room. I'm in my living room. So
Yeah,
We all need to do that, man.
that's the best living room I've ever seen.
It's funny. But yeah,
I
he's
go
gonna
this
show
way.
it. Go this way.
Look, there's a blower.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then you go this way, and there's a tire on my coffee table.
It was pretty funny because when we had Vaughn on with Jeff, and Jeff goes, "Yeah, you probably got a blown engine sitting in your window," and he literally turns around and he's like, "Yeah, there's one right here." Oh man,
I've seen it. It's amazing.
yeah.
Vaughn's place is amazing. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of fun. So it's a It's a great place to be here and live.
Yeah, you see all that art and all the stuff that you've collected. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. It's one of those things you run out of room really quick.
Yeah, I understand that. Well, I don't know if anyone else is going to join us. I said it's kind of like a free-for-all. I think I wore everyone out probably because we're at 9:35, which is 9:37 now. People are going
What
to
time
join
you
us.
started up?
I started at 5 o'clock and
Central.
Central
Wow.
Time. Yeah,
Wow.
so 5 hour power tour. And I wore my co-host out, man. He had to leave.
I
He's
think next time you do this, it should be one guy from every 50 states. That should be fun.
yeah,
That'd be cool.
see if I
Yeah.
can
That would be
find,
cool.
yeah, Alaska,
There you go.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know. I think I think I did okay.
I think you did great.
You did great. You did
It's another
awesome.
guess. It's just odd not having my co-host. He's usually the one that talks. I just kind of sit there usually. So, when he left.
Well, the important thing is you're still awake.
Yeah.
All right. I did. Yeah, it was a stressful day, man. My son has hockey. I had to get him ready, and everyone's messaging me saying, "What's the link?" Even though I might have sent it to him like 3 times already, they're still asking. There's
I had
Tori.
the same thing. I had the same thing.
Yeah. Tori is messaging me. I'm like, ah.
He just comes in at the end to say his goodbyes and say, "Look at the great job we did."
Yeah,
Well,
no.
All right, you know what it is though? It's all about the guests. I'm just, the guy that, pops in here and there. I work with
Yeah.
Santiago now, Garage Insider TV.
Nice.
But, without, all the guests that we had on tonight, all the good friends, I consider all of you friends, I'm blessed for that. And you know what? This wouldn't be possible with all the good people that we, brought together tonight. I mean,
Yeah.
and you know what's funny? I texted you really quick, and then you were, "Oh yeah, give me 5 minutes." That was a home run. That was awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even respond to everyone because I just haven't had time to. But
Right.
people are still sending me messages. But, you can
Just
only do
forward
so
your phone
much.
to me, and I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it.
Right,
There you
right. Well, thanks for doing everything, Tori. Tori is big. I mean,
Yes.
he got a lot of
Thank you,
people on
Tori.
here.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
My pleasure, guys. My pleasure. I'll do it again.
Yeah. He wants to do
Yeah.
this 4 times a year. I'm like, I don't know about that. I might go
I like
crazy. I might go crazy.
I'll help you. I told you, I'm not
Yeah.
afraid. I'll help you. It's not a
We
big
could-
deal.
We can
Yeah,
maybe
that'd be
do
great.
it maybe once a year. I don't know about 4 times though. I
How
might
about twice?
I might not have a girl. I might not have a girlfriend by the time we're done.
Or you may have more.
I'm not even going there. So.
You need to do a season opener of what's to come, and then at the
Yeah.
end of the year, do a season closure.
Yeah, we might have to do that, and hopefully minus the coronavirus. Hopefully minus that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Mike, let's go back for a second, okay?
Okay.
You said if we do this more than twice a year, you're not going to have a girlfriend. How's that possible? Mike Green, he's got like 4 or 5 in his radar and stuff. How his wife didn't slap him down right on the screen. I don't know how that didn't happen. I'll have to call about that tomorrow, see what's going on there. That ain't right.
Did you ever hear back from Kev Dog? I mean,
No,
I was
I
hoping he'd show up, but
I
you know.
didn't. I'm
And
sorry about that.
did you see Mike Curtis popping in and out? And I never.
He popped in and out, Brad Fanshaw. You know what's funny? He was actually in the chat room for a while, but it didn't come up under his name. It actually came up under his phone number, and that's probably why everyone thought he just came in and stuff, So
Yeah,
he tried getting back on again, and it just didn't. After 5 times, it just kept throwing him out. He was unable to get back on again, Mike. So
that's too bad.
next time, why don't we have him on the show? As a regular guest. Then
He was.
he was already. Okay.
Yeah, he's got some amazing stories. So I wish he could have been
Brad's
on.
a good guy. He's a really good guy.
Yes,
Yes. I don't know. You guys, do you all know Brad Fanshaw? I'm sure
Yep.
Vaughn might know him. Yeah. and you know,
You
he
got-
knew he knew Eddie Van Halen, and I mean all these
Yeah.
stories he could tell us, you know. So
Mm.
I actually
They
know
took
him
it
through
hard.
Aaron Hagar.
They took
What's
it hard
that?
over there.
I said I actually know him through Aaron Hagar.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would have asked Aaron to be on too, but he's always busy.
You should have told me. I would have texted him.
Yeah. We could have called him.
I talked to him earlier today.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't reach out to him. You know, it's funny
Always
because he
next
says he always likes, he doesn't like to be tagged in anything, then he'll tag
Right.
himself. That's what kills me. He's like, don't
He's
tag
going
me.
for that.
And then I'll
He's
tag.
going for the approval.
Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah, you know what
It's
it's
got to
like?
be
I
the
don't
right
know, just
angle, the right look, the right lighting.
Yeah.
Aaron told me some awesome stories when I was at SEMA about Eddie Van Halen. I mean, and I didn't expect it. You know, I didn't ask him. I'm sure it gets annoying when people are like, "Your dad's Sammy." You know, tell me. You know, you probably get sick of telling everyone everything. So I could understand.
He's got some great stories. It's awesome.
Yeah. It was interesting listening to him, and I'm sitting there going, "This is just cool," you know. And I'm like, I never thought I'd be hearing, you know, stories about Van Halen, you know.
Yeah.
So
Why don't you have him on as a guest then? In the next couple
I've asked him
weeks.
if he wanted to be on. Yeah.
He is a good guy. He really is.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
super nice nice guy. Yeah, he'll do the good old fist, you know, bump at SEMA, give you a
Right.
hug or whatever. So
Yeah.
hey, he's a good guy.
Yeah, let me know. Let us know if you contact him, and we'll all do a follow-up and bug him.
That'd
be great.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Well,
Any of you guys know Rob Paddock?
Rob,
Paddock's Paintworks in Chesterfield, Michigan.
I'm not
No.
sure if I know him.
He does really, really good paint work. I mean, again, I am not a painter, so I could be just biased, but he's also a friend of mine, so I think he does really good paint stuff. He's a Haggerty paint approved shop, and he does like stuff for
Nice.
like only SEMA and only like Concours Elegance like type stuff, you know.
Nice. But we were gonna have Shorty on tonight too, but I don't know what
really?
happened. I don't know what happened to Shorty because he was gonna be on with Shag, but
okay.
I don't know what happened there. I mean, I had messaged him a couple days, and it sounded like he was gonna come, but you know, maybe people had login issues. I think we had some people had that problem.
I'm
So
glad that Tammy figured it out though.
Yeah.
Because she had a lot to say.
yeah, she's all the guys that are talking about her. They just love their paint. So
Cool.
I don't know if Paul, if you guys, paint wise, who do you guys usually use? And
Well,
what have you?
right now we don't have a body shop just yet, but
Okay.
we have plans for it. But
Okay.
we just got some local guys that we source out to at the moment. So
Okay.
yeah, and one guy he's kind of retired, and he just does it on his own leisure, you know. So we can't give him anything with a tight deadline or anything like that. But he does
Right.
really good work. So, but yeah, we got plans to expand into a body shop here. Probably, I would say maybe fall next year, maybe, I don't know, or maybe sooner.
So you guys,
Congratulations. Good luck to you. That's awesome.
yeah. Do you
Yeah.
guys have everything for your shop now that you need on the classic side, or?
No, we're still buying equipment left and right. Some
Okay.
of it we brought ourselves, we already had, but yeah, Chris that I work for now, he doesn't mind spending money. He knows it takes money to make money, so
Right.
he gets us everything we need, and we just feel bad asking, you know, because we're like, man, I know we just spent a ton of money in the last few weeks, you know, and we're like,
Mhm.
but we do need this and we do need that, so.
Right.
But you know, it's just we don't want to go in there and be like, hey man, you know, you just hired us, but we need like a couple $100,000 worth of equipment.
Right.
So we're just we're working with what we got and getting it as fast as we can, and trying not to break the bank, but you still have to spend money to make money. So
Right.
Yeah, Paul, when you're ready though, reach out to Tammy at Tamco Paints because Her stuff is really reasonably priced, and it
Okay.
rivals the quality of PPG, and it's really, really good stuff. And also, Bryce Green and Freddy Carlson, they opened up a place called Big Kid Blocks.
Yeah, I
And
saw
they
that.
have, so, you know, you get your buy supplies through them, get your paint and your primers and stuff through thinners, through Tammy or Tamco.
Okay.
Save yourself some money without sacrificing quality.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to get contacts with people that, you know, we're all in this together. So appreciate any
Yeah,
kind of
absolutely.
referrals
Yeah.
possible.
Well,
If you need my
Lewis,
number, you know, Mike has it. So just, you know, reach out to him and stuff. And if anything I can help with anybody with, just let me know. Ever
Okay,
since I
right
started
on.
in Santiago, I met a lot of good people. And
Yeah.
it's a good opportunity for networking and saving money and still supporting, you know, like the mom and pop places, you know.
Right.
Not taking anything away from like PPG or any like of the, you know, big companies, but when you have a family-owned business, you know, American-made, American, you know, labor, that means a lot to me. So
Right.
I'd rather support our local businesses if possible.
yeah, and we know several people. I think Ed Golden's using our paint now. He was going to be on the show tonight too. I'm gonna
Ed's
have to-
another talented guy, really good guy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish he would have come on the show tonight.
Yeah, he was on my list. I sent him a message. I don't know. Maybe it's Sunday night. He's probably hanging out with his daughter.
Yeah.
But
Hey, you guys.
but
Um,
yeah,
I don't want to interrupt y'all because you got a good dialogue going here, but I'm gonna flake out here. I got some youngsters
No
that
problem.
need some attention. I just want to tell you thank you for the invitation, and it was good
No
talking
problem.
to you guys.
yeah, well, I'll keep in
Have a
touch.
good night.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
too, man. Good to meet you.
Good meeting you.
Thank you.
Y'all take it easy.
Yeah, you too.
All right. I'll bring my car to you soon, Walter.
Bring it.
Bring it.
It's awesome.
Right.
Yeah. Well.
All right, I'm out also, guys. I'm
Yeah.
out. Good talking to you. Thanks for the invite. It was awesome.
Good
Gonna
night.
miss everybody
Yeah.
at SEMA. Gonna have to catch
Yeah.
up with people, probably Grand National or something different coming up in January.
Yeah, I'll miss everyone, but next year. We'll
That's
just
right.
keep
All
saying
right,
that.
have a good night.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you guys.
Take
All
care.
Yeah, we might be wrapping it up. But
Unless we have any last minute straggles, yeah. But you know what, Mike,
Yeah.
you did a really good job tonight. It was a marathon.
yeah.
Hats off. If I was wearing a hat, I'd tip it. You did a great job bringing everybody together.
Now I
Yeah,
might
Mike.
I might have dinner now. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, there you go.
So hopefully you still have a girlfriend too, right?
Yeah, that's what I was
Well,
gonna say.
we'll see when I get out the door here. But
No, you did
All
a
right.
great job. Thank you for putting this together,
Yeah.
Tori, everybody. Just it was awesome. Thank you so much.
Hey, Ken,
greatly
we've been talking
appreciate
about
that.
this for a long time, you know, back and forth. Hey, we're going to have you on the Lou Show, and things
Yeah.
were lined up and stuff. And I was like, you know what? This is a perfect opportunity to reach out to you and make this happen.
Yeah,
So,
thank you for doing that. You know, and every time things like that really humble me, and it just tells me that I'm in the right direction, doing what I need to do. You know, we're all passionate about what we do, and that's what it's all about. You know, at the end of the day, you know, yes, it's if you're looking at it for just the money aspect of it, that's not what it's all about. Like Vaughn said, the money will come. It's about the
Right.
passion and being honest and taking care of and just the love of it. That's the whole thing, and spreading the inspiration and the next generation. That's our job.
that's the most
Right.
important thing.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. That's a perfect message to have.
Yeah.
right.
So,
Absolutely.
so on that note,
Yeah, with that note, we might wrap it up. And
I do
someone
have a
else-
quick. I have a quick idea though. I have a quick idea. How about if you did a 24-hour podcast,
Oh.
so we can actually bring people in from Japan, all
Yeah.
across the universe, and just run it like a full-on,
Yeah. I might have to
Well, Ken, we
let
could
me
do
get
that.
my
I'll tell you
interpreters.
how we can do that, though. You know, we had all these fantastic hosts, right? You have Ken, you yourself, right? You have Jeff Thisted. You had, you know, Kevin Ost. You know, I mean, you had all these fantastic voices and stuff. If you break it up and rotate it,
Yeah,
right?
shifts.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's possible. I could talk.
Yeah.
Throw me in
Yeah.
if I don't, you know, I'll do whatever you guys ask me to do. I'll take care of it.
if you think of all the people we had on, we had like 5 or 6. Well, Brad was trying to log in, but we had like 5 podcasters.
Still?
Yeah.
I mean, and some are pretty big podcasts. I mean, they're doing
Mhm.
pretty well, you know.
Mark
so,
Green too. I mean, throw him in
Yeah.
there as a host. I mean, there are so many people that are so capable
Yeah.
of doing this.
and Mark's
Yeah,
such
yeah.
a nice guy.
Yeah, you have Sam
Love Mark.
Madavi, you have Lou Santiago, you have Louis Lee, you have Terry. Between all of us together,
Yeah.
I mean, come on, we can make it. Ken, that's an awesome idea.
Let's do it.
My
I
computer
mean,
might start. My computer might start smoking. I don't know.
Just run air conditioners in there, keep them cool. Yeah.
You
But,
guys are trying. You're trying to kill me. But other than that, no.
well, no, this is. I mean, this is a great pilot. I mean, is this the first time you've done this many?
This is the second time, but it's grown. We did one in March, and it was because of coronavirus. Things were shutting down, and we decided to do it. And I know Tori was going through some tough times in New York with everything happening out there at the time.
Yeah.
And I mean, his words made me feel like it was worth doing it just because of what Tori said. And he was going through, it was hitting New York really hard at the time. So he said this is a good getaway for what the real world is, doing at the moment.
Yeah, we need a distraction. We totally need a distraction, and it's like domino effect. All the shows just there was nothing left. I mean, we're ready to go. We're itching to go, and there's nothing out there. That's the tough part. So this is perfect. I mean, if you just keep this on a regular basis, that's pretty awesome. Honestly,
We might have to just do like Vaughn said, just do a beginning of the year and at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we might have to
I'd be
just do
down for
that.
that.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I don't know.
So,
Do
Mike,
a,
when's the Christmas podcast going to be?
Oh hell.
You got 2 months.
next week.
I'm in Minnesota, so I'll be showing a picture of a bunch of snow sitting outside. That's what my picture would be. And Paul's probably would be almost the same.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who likes the honeymooners on the screen? Anybody? Or am I showing my age here? How old I am?
You might be.
I'll forget it.
Wow.
No, let's put it this way. They don't make shows like that anymore. I can tell you that.
They sure don't. They sure don't.
Mm.
There was a line in the show that said, "We got to do this again real soon," and the comeback was, "How about tomorrow night?"
Right.
All right.
Or we just keep it going.
Ken, you and me are going to talk. You and me are going to talk about this. We're going to.
There's a point that you have to have dinner, though.
Off screen.
It's full delivery. Don't take that.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, definitely. So, all right, you guys have a great evening.
Yeah, you
Let's
guys.
talk.
Good talking to you guys.
Great meeting you
Yeah,
guys.
it's fun.
Good night.
Thank
Take
you
care,
for
Ken.
Turn this on.
All right,
Yeah.
take care.
No problem.
See you
Thank
later.
you.
Bye, guys.
You guys have a good night.
All right,
Till
good night,
next
Paul.
time.
Take care.
Yeah, you too. Take care.
How do I log off now?
Oh,